Hello everyone. So let's understand what is an IDE. IDE is nothing but an integrated development environment. Let me make it simple for you. Just like you write or take notes on a book or an iPad, when you write code, you need to write it somewhere. For the sake of understanding, we can say that you can even write code on a notepad, as in a notepad.txt file on your computer. But that wouldn't be very easy to read or understand. So people have developed something called as an integrated development environment. It is called, it is what it is, integrated development environment. That means a place where you can actually do your development, where you have all the tools you need to be able to program or write code. So it's like a digital workspace for developers, is what I can say. So think of it like MS Word. Okay, so where you can put images, where you can put where you can put text, you can put anything you want, right? Similarly, this is where you put your code. This is where you put your different kinds of code. So one such tool which is very popular, and don't get me wrong, there are many integrated development environments. There are many code editors as well. So the one that is the most popular is called as Visual Studio Code by Microsoft. So you can just type Visual Studio Code download and you should land here. Now I'm going to tell you how you can download this, whether you are in a Mac machine or you are in a Linux machine or a Windows machine. It's pretty simple, guys. So I'm working out of a Mac machine right now, and you might be working out of a Windows machine. You can just download this installer and it should start downloading it for you. Once this is installed, since I don't have a Windows machine, I can't exactly tell you how to do it in a Windows machine, but I have done it before and it's very simple. You can just click on the downloaded file, exe file, and just click on next, and you should be good. You don't need to change anything over there. Okay, similarly on a Mac machine, just download this and I think it should give you a DMG file, and you can just use that to, again, you just have to extract it, DMG file, and then move it to the applications folder. Once you do this, you will have Visual Studio Code installed. So let me first create a folder. So I'm going to call this folder JavaScript. Okay, so in this folder, so you can just do right click, new window, okay, and just drag and drop this folder. That is one option. The other option would be to just go to files, and then you can open folder, and then you know the drill from here, right? You can just go to select the folder and you can choose your folder of your choice where it is present. Like mine, if it is asking you for an update, you can just update it if you're already an existing Visual Studio Code user. But if you're not and you're new to Visual Studio Code, you should ideally have the latest version and you wouldn't need to do this. Okay, now to run JavaScript in outside of the browser. So JavaScript, like I told you in the previous videos, is a language of the web. So JavaScript smoothly works on the browser. So, but what if I want to use JavaScript outside of the browser? So to use JavaScript outside of the browser, you need something called as Node. So how do you download Node? So you need to go to nodejs.org, and in nodejs.org, you will be able to find this get node.js button. Click on it, and here I am seeing the Mac OS installer. If I change this to Windows, you will get a Windows installer, or if you're on Linux, you can click on the Linux. Okay, so install this. Again, you don't need to make any change over there. Just click on next and it should be done for you. This is how you install Node and Visual Studio Code. Now let's quickly go back to Visual Studio Code and we will understand what Visual Studio Code is and how to use it. So to create a file, so you need to be clicked on this Explorer tab. So you can click on this Explorer tab. If it goes off, you can just click like this and it should come back. Okay. And in your folder, you can click on new file, new folder, refresh, and collapse. Okay. So you can click on new file, and I'm going to say something like hello.js. Okay. This is how you create a new file. We will actually write and run code in our next video, but this is how you create a new file and manage files. So to delete files, you can just click on the right click and then delete the files as well. So there are other tabs over here. So if you want to search and replace something, you can go to search and replace. Just want to search something, you can do that. If you want to find it by specific pattern, for example, I just want to file the JS files, then you can search like this and it would give you only the JS files. So there are many things that you can explore over here. I think it is not worth the time at this point in your course to go through each and every one of them, but I'm pretty sure you will automatically learn them on your own as you use and as you code in the future. But also many of these things that you need will be covered along the course of this complete JavaScript course. So now that we understand that, there is one other thing called as terminal. Terminal is where you, like your command prompt terminal, if you heard of. So that is a terminal over here. This is where you will give commands to the computer to actually run a file or change a file. It can be any number of commands, any kind of commands that you can give using command line prompt. Okay, I would suggest you to go read about command line prompt just a bit. Don't dive too much into it. Just know that the terminal is present over there, and it is where you can run your code or you can actually give commands to the computer. Okay, now the next thing is there are something called as extensions, and there are a couple of most important extensions that I would actually suggest you to download. If you want, you can write this down. One is ESLint. So this is to make your code more robust, and it will give you certain tools. The extension has a lot of libraries that will actually make linting better for your project. So I would highly suggest you to download this. The second one I would like to suggest is Prettier. So Prettier helps auto format your code. As in, say the two lines should be in the same line, same vertical line margin, if I may put it that way, and it is not present, you have given extra spaces or whatever. Prettier will do the job of actually cleaning up all this for you. Then there is one more, JS ES6 snippets. Okay, JavaScript, I think it's just called ES6 snippets. Yeah, so JavaScript ES6 code snippets, you can download this as well. This is also very helpful when you are actually working on a code base. So there are many. Try out which works better for you. This will also tell you, this will help you create functions quickly and many other imports quickly and all those things, right? It will help you do that. You will learn this along the way. For now, just install it. I will use it as I code with you, and then you will understand how to use them as well. But do ensure that your IDE, integrated development environments, looks exactly like how it does for me, especially if you're a beginner, so that it will be easier for you to follow. Okay, so if you're watching this video in a future point in time, then things might be changing a bit, but trust me, it doesn't change way too much. So it will be here somewhere, as in the name might be changed, or this might go up, or this might come down. There might be new tabs over there, but you will always be able to find the extensions tab, the search tab, and the explorer tab. And you know where to find the terminal as well. Okay, so now with that, we have our integrated development environment set up. We know what is Visual Studio Code, and we have even created our first JavaScript file. So in the next video, we are going to actually start writing code. We are actually start writing JavaScript, and we will learn a ton of things going forward. So I'll see you in the next one.